Hi everyone, welcome to Fitness Goals 2021 PE lesson. As your PE teacher just explained, we're going to be setting some fitness targets, some fitness goals. These targets might be for a month's time, might be for 3 months' time, 6 months' time, or might move throughout the year. We did a lot of work before Christmas on targets and our current levels of fitness. It's very important we know our current levels of fitness before we can set an appropriate target. As your teacher just explained about the SMART targets, they need to be specific, but specific to you, and we need to be able to measure them. A fitness test is a great way of measuring any improvement in your journey to your fitness goal. Now, the 4 tests we're going to be doing today are going to be the stalk stand, which is going to test our balance. We're going to do the 1-minute press-up test. We're going to do the 1-minute sit-ups test. And I'm not sure about the reliability of this final test, but it's a little bit of fun. It gets heart rate going. We're going to be doing a 1-minute star jump test. I'm going to be taking you over the technique. You guys can pause the video any time to practice before you set your own score. There is a Microsoft Forms, as your teacher explained after this video, to fill in with your best scores. It's very important we try and make the scores as reliable as possible, so we do the technique properly, or we get the technique right and our measures in place, just so when we do all the fitness work to get to our goals and we retest ourselves, we can see the proper benefit of what we've been doing. So the first test we're going to be doing is the stalk stand test. Now, the reason it's called a stalk stand test is because you stand like a stalk. Now, you can pick a strong leg or you can have a go on each leg. And we're going to try and stand on one leg for as long as possible. However, there's specific techniques to this. First of all, our hands need to stay off on our hips. If our hand comes off our hips to balance, the timer stops, okay? Also, we need to put our leg next to our knee. So our foot must go next to our knee. Now, the test hasn't started yet. Now, as you can see, my foot is firmly placed on the floor. For the test to start, I need to raise my heel off the floor. Now, you need to have a good practice of this. What we recommend is you have 3 good practices on each leg before attempting the test. Now, the test is measured in seconds, and it's basically how many seconds you can do the test for. So if I was warming up, I'd probably test which leg, so I'd try and get my balance, really suck my core in, engage with them abs, and then up. And this is just a practice. Then I'd be down. I'd shake that off, and I'd be up again. So you can have a good practice. You can see it's not a simple test. These scores aren't going to be massive for the likes of me. Maybe balance is a really weakness of mine. Maybe I need to do something more on my core strength. Now, once you've had a good practice, what we need, you've got your iPad there, you can use your stopwatch by just scrolling on the top, finding your stopwatch on there, or into your settings, or you can find a stopwatch or use your Alexa like I do to time the stalk time. So I'm going to have a little bit of a go. So let's see if you can beat me. So I haven't started yet, and start. Down. And my heel come down there, and that was 10 seconds in. So have a few goes at that, and then you're going to record your best score. So the second test we're going to do is you've got 2 options. The first option is a full press-up test. So for a minute, you're going to do as many press-ups as you can. Now, some of you won't be able to do a full press-up, so your option is to go onto your knees. Now, when you're down on your knees, it's very important that our bottom isn't high up in the air, and we've got a nice elongated back, nice straight back, and we can get down and up, and we really can engage them chest muscles, yeah? So we really want to work across here. So as you can see on my knees, it's still physically difficult for me. Now for a full press up, what's going to happen is you're going to come up, keeping your backside down. So make sure your backside isn't in the air, and then we're going to do a press up. Now we need to come down and then up. Now, different tests do different things, but if we try and make sure if both fists are on the floor, we go down and at least touch that top fist. So we at least touch that top fist. We don't come fully to the ground, but we get a good technique in. And all you do is this press up for a minute, okay? So I'm not going to do it for a minute because we'll run out of video time. I'm just going to give you 10 press ups so you can see the technique. So you do as many press ups as you can. Again, pause the video, have a practice. You can do both tests. You could do one on your knees, record the scores. You could do a full press up one. On your Microsoft Forms, there are going to be two options. One is to record a score for a full press up, and then the next one is to record a score for your press ups on your knees. So you might want to try two. Now, if I tried one, worked to my max in that minute, straight away went on to the other one, I'd be struggling. So feel free to have a rest. Now, the next test we're going to do is a sit-ups test. If you've got a partner or someone around, it's great if you could get them to hold your feet down. That's really going to help, because we don't want them feet coming off the floor. You might want a nice soft ground, maybe put a pillow on your back. But we're going to come down, and we're going to try and keep our hands on our chest or hands next to our head. We don't want the hands reaching up. I'll just show you from the side. So we can come down and then up. So nice strong sit up. Okay, up to here is fine. You don't have to come all the way over. Up to here is fine, and then you're upright and down. There. Okay, much easier, as you can see by mine, much easier if someone's holding your legs, and that's allowed. Or you can slip them under your sofa. There. And again, it's the same principle. Once you've had a practice, pause the video, set your minute timer, as many as you can do in a minute. Just out of interest, I managed 36 in 1 minute. 36, that was just before Christmas Day. 36 in a minute. Now, the final test is a stadium test, and I'm going to do this one with you. Now, this is just to get our heart rate going and get us into a good workout. Maybe a little bit of a measure of your cardiovascular fitness, although we're not really doing it for a sustained period of time. Maybe a little bit of measure of your speed, how fast you can move your arms or your muscular endurance. The sit-up and the press-up test is measuring our muscular endurance. The sit-up and press-up test are both used for entrance tests for places like the Army, place for the RAF. I know because my nephew's 17, he's going in the RAF. He has to do over 35 sit-ups in a minute to get into the test, and I think it's 20 press-ups in a minute he has to do as well. So they do use that to get in places like the police force, fire brigade, any job that's quite physical as a measure. So you can pause the video, you can get on with your other two tests, and then the final test we're going to do is our star jump test. So it's nice and easy. We'd time a minute, and then we'd get going. So I'm going to start in 3, 2, 1, and I'm off. So make sure our arms come up and our legs come out. No flapping like this. We're coming right up, and we're counting every one we do. 4, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and that was 59. Sorry, it's a bit hard to see my stopwatch at the top of the screen there. I suggest maybe someone time it for you. Set a timer on your actual iPad or your computer or your Alexa or anything, any kind of mobile phone, and get that timed accurately. Once you've got all 4 tests done, or 3 of the tests, because you don't have to do both press-up tests, then you need to click back onto our Microsoft Teams where your teacher will be waiting for you. Just to make sure you click onto the Microsoft Forms, complete your test scores, complete your name, and everything like that. Thank you very much.